One of the biggest mistakes that therapists make is not tracking client progress effectively. Without it, clients can lose trust, lose motivation, and eventually stop coming back. I'm Dr. Ben Benjamin, and in this video, I'll show you how to track results so your clients can see and feel the difference. Let's get started. Let's look at 3 roadmaps for change for 3 different types of clients. First, there's the person who comes because they feel tense and want to learn how to relax. Second, there's a person who feels stiff and inflexible in their body and wants to try to change that. Third, there's the person who comes because they have an injury or pain that they would like to get better. Whether the client comes to see you because they feel tense, stressed, or inflexible, or because they have a pain or injury, tracking the client's progress is an important aspect of the treatment process and builds the client's commitment to continued therapy. First, here's how you work with someone who wants to relax. You need to think about how to track the reduction of tension in the body. First, you gather information from the client about what they mean when they say they feel tense or stressed. You have them define it. Is it they can't do certain things? Are there certain parts of their body, like their neck or shoulders or legs, that they're talking about? When do they feel that way? When they wake up, after exercise? When is it? Find out. Over 50 years ago, when I developed my massage system, I created a series of physical tests to measure the level of tension in each area of the body. If you'd like to learn it, it's at the back of the book called Are You Tense? The Benjamin System of Muscular Therapy. But it's easy to do it on your own. Just apply pressure to various places that the client is complaining about. For example, if they feel tense in their neck, apply pressure to the suboccipital region and see how much force it takes to cause some discomfort. In a person who is very tense, it takes very little pressure to cause discomfort. I do the same thing for the shoulders, the upper back, the lower back, and so forth. I write down the level of tension I found, and then I retest it every few weeks. I tell the client what I'm doing and report what I find each time I redo the test. I also ask the client each week if there's some difference in how they feel in their body from the last week. There is the person who wants to be more flexible in their body. How do you check the client's flexibility? You first put the person through a series of stretch assessments and make a record of how flexible they are in various parts of their body. For example, checking the flexibility of the lower back, you measure how far the person can bend forward with their knees straight toward the floor. Do their fingers touch their knees, their ankles, or can they go all the way to the floor? When checking neck flexibility, can the person bring their chin all the way to their chest? Or are there 2 or 3 inches between the chest and their chin? You can do this with every part of the body. After establishing this baseline, you check every month or so. Show the client how there's a change and record the difference. Third, there's a person who comes because they hurt, let's say, their lower back. Pain assessment and treatment have been the focus of my professional career for many, many years. First, you take an extensive history of the injury. Second, you do an assessment. In the lower back, there's 26 assessment tests that help you figure out exactly what's wrong with someone's back. Third, I explain what I found to the client in simple terms and get a commitment to treatment if they're interested. Fourth, I use treatment techniques that eliminate the pain-producing scar tissue to help the person recover from their injury. Fifth, I give them very simple movement exercises that help them recover more quickly. And I retest them every 2 weeks using the same assessment tests to track their progress. In addition, I ask them questions every time they come for treatment. I ask them what they can do now that they couldn't do in the previous week. So between retesting and asking questions, together we track the client's progress. Progress tracking is just one piece of the puzzle. If you want to learn how to perform effective pain assessment and treatment, check out my free mini course. Inside, you'll get step-by-step guidance and a live demo to help you understand how to deliver better results. Click the link below and get instant access. I'm Dr. Ben Benjamin. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.